So hello everyone, welcome to the new day and new vlog. And today's topic is finally
Accommodation.
eager to say. I think it's a very important aspect that most of the students or almost every student who is coming to Germany is concerned about is about the accommodation. And today we'll discuss is how to find accommodation in Germany. There are various ways, various methods uh, through which one can find the accommodation, and we'll discuss them step by step, detail by detail. So, first thing,
The first thing I think is after you apply it to the university, the university will forward your application and your information to the ISGS, the authority, and they will send you a mail with a link to fill up the student loan. So the first thing is to apply for the student loan, and they will send another. We will say of every of the topic in details. We will just in this.
It's an introduction, and we are giving a general overview that generally how do you find the topic which needs discussion, which we feel, and we try to discuss them in more details in the upcoming videos.
That's true. So first one is to get a mail from the university and apply for the student loan, and then they will send you another mail or some continuous mail about the informations in private landlords and their contact number, their email ID, and you can contact them for appointment. And the third one is, I believe, applications.
So there are actually various mobile applications that one can download, or that usually people download to search the apartments, any kind of apartments, whether it is shared, single, and we'll show that in detail in the upcoming video of how or which applications we used or generally we download to search apartment here. So the next point, as he said, is through various apps, and then
I think for the apps, the most popular one is Vege, and the second popular is Emo Scout, and people usually use Vege or Emo Scout, and there are a couple others. We will tell those about in details. And there is one more point, that is social media.
Yeah, so you can it was introduced to me because I generally didn't use Facebook, right? And but to find the apartments, there are various university pages like Indians in Kaiserslautern, or Indian students in Kaiserslautern, or students in Kaiserslautern. Many pages with different names, not specific about the nationality, or students 2023 in Kaiserslautern, something like that. And you can go to various Facebook pages, and there people generally post the ads that about their apartment details, from what time is it available, is the city registration possible or not, because sometimes it happens that city registration is possible and might not be possible. We'll talk about that case but later. And yeah, through Facebook. And what else?
I think under the social media category, there is one more, that is WhatsApp groups. There are a couple of groups. Even though if you are not here, then it is little bit difficult to get into the groups because you don't know anyone. But if just assume that if you know someone from here like him, then you can ask him that add me in the international group, or add me into the WhatsApp accommodation group. And people whenever there is a accommodation available, they post in the WhatsApp group. So and you can connect with them. So that is another options to find houses. And apart from this, if you are in Kaiserslautern, there are some different ways. That is, if you go to the university, there is a poster board where there are various posters of the advertise,
like a bulletin
board that you can check. And sometimes there are various offices of the Immobilien or the housing authority, various housing office, so you can directly contact them to send you information about the houses.
This thing actually I found here that sometimes people post offline ads. It's not only about the online but also in the offline perspective. You will see some of the ads posted even in university boards where there are job postings. There are postings that people post about the apartments. So one has to search, I think, in these many options. Also in offline, you can go directly but it's better if you first see
You
the
need
ad and then
terming. Yeah, usually you need terming. So how to take a terming, how to
yeah,
apply that. So we will show you in the upcoming videos.
correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it depends on whether you are online or offline.
Hmm.
If you are not in Germany, you have to follow some videos. Yeah, if you are in Germany, then you will follow some different videos
Correct.
on everything.
Correct.
So
And
it depends on you actually.
And one thing that I wanted to add is that sometimes it is about the trust issue as well, because when you are not in Germany, right? If you know someone who knows some landlords who are trusted, then you can either pay the deposit in advance. But what happens sometimes if you are in it, or most of the time if you are not there, you are in India, and then it might be quite different for the person who are not used to this variation of searching the apartments, of how to whom to contact, is the contract valid or invalid, these many points arise. And I think when you get the mail, then it's better to first verify it, even in the Google Maps, in the location, whether this thing exists, right? And to other people, ask other people as well. Also, if the university has shared some of the landlord contacts, I think they are trusted, because some previous students might have stayed in those apartments, so they share the trusted ones. Even when the university send the mail, they also tell that if you want to verify a landlord, you just send us the name, because the department is here, so they can verify, because sometimes they know the people, so they can send a mail or they can answer you that is this thing trusted or not. So you can send, even ask the university as well to tell you the specific department which sends you the mail regarding the accommodation.
That's true. So be careful about that, because there are various scammers. So it can happen that you choose some online ads and apply for that, and they said okay, you can send the deposit money, and then when you come here we will give you the key. And if you come here and then see there is nothing, it's kind of hera-feri.
No, but it is sometimes it happens, but usually if you are well aware and if you are in the,
As he said that the university authority verifies on behalf of you even if you were not here, so you have that opportunity. So you can.
So I think if you are well aware and if you follow some of these things, like verify the ads, whether in Facebook, in social media, or as we discussed, WhatsApp groups. In WhatsApp groups, the more active WhatsApp groups, I think some of the groups are active, some of are not that active. So in the active WhatsApp groups, you can see the ads, people posting about various apartments, their availability. So these, I think, are all the methods through which you can find the accommodation. So if we summarize,
if we summarize, there is one for student apartment, one for the university mail about the private landlords.
Yeah, university student dorms, then university mails of the landlords, and
then applications,
various mobile applications which you can download,
and social media including Facebook and WhatsApp, and
offline ones. Correct. I have not seen if someone posted Instagram because they usually post the photo, but I have searched in the Facebook and also in the WhatsApp groups and bulletin boards in the university. But these are the things which you are able to do once you are here. So if you're coming for the first time, you have the online option, because sometimes people come even if they don't have accommodation, because they show the dummy or they show that they will go and search. But usually people, to be secure, they want that they have the apartment booked for the desired period. Otherwise, there are still options, right? If you don't have the apartment and you directly come here, then, but sometimes people have their friends, or sometimes they directly come here and then they book Airbnb or other things. We'll talk about that. If you don't find an accommodation, then what will you do? And the offline thing is, you go, like you see the ad and you go door by door and to the person who posted the ad.
Just to clarify one point, I think the offline ads are very less in terms of online, like at 10% to 90%, I would say 90% ads are online and 10% or less is offline. So if you are thinking that you are in India and you don't have the opportunity, don't bother, because offline ads is very uncommon here. Mostly ads are online.
Yeah.
So you have this option.
Yeah. So I think, but still there are these options. Now, in the upcoming videos, as our exam period are also going on, so in the upcoming videos, I'm not sure if they will be consecutive or not, but we try to post these and address these topics that we mentioned, like what are the applications you can download, and student dorm, private apartment, and all these topics. You can also post your suggestions in the comment box, and maybe ask us about what you want us specifically to be addressed. And that's it for this video, and this is the overview. I hope you get an idea that what are the options which are available to find accommodation in Germany. And we'll end this vlog. See you in next day, new vlog, and ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Till then, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye. Ciao.